Hey guys, you may remember in the last video I shared with you my optimized settings for the RSI MTF EA, and that utilizes the 1 hour chart. And I did a back test for you guys on the Euro USD year to date, January to September, which produced, 65 to 67% return on a £100 account. And I promised you guys that I would forward test this on one of my live accounts. And I thought, why not kill two birds with one stone and trade it on the how to grow a £500 account challenge that I've also got on my YouTube channel. So what I'll do in this video, I will quickly go through where we are with that account before I traded the RSI MTF EA on the optimized settings, walk you through the good and the bad, and then I'll show you and walk you through the trades it took last week on the RSI MTF EA. And if you guys are new and haven't yet subscribed, what are you guys waiting for? I produce weekly content. I give all my indicators EAs absolutely free. Link is below. I do many trading strategy journals, so make sure you subscribe, and hope you guys are finding some value from these videos. So you guys remember back in June, and again I'll link to the playlist in the top right hand corner and below for my trading journal on how to grow a £500 account, that I put £500 into a new live account that I created. And I initially started trading with the RSI MTF EA, but on the old settings on a 5-minute and 15-minute chart, which worked pretty well. And then I started trading the zone recovery EA system. And again, I'll link to that in the top right hand corner and the link below, so you guys can check out my journals on that particular system. But effectively, it is a system that pretty much uses a martingale strategy and really takes advantage in volatile markets. And when pairs kind of range in a trend, just range, therefore it will open multiple trades and in the hope for it to break out of that range. So I started trading that. Again, I was placing the orders, and then the EA would manage the trade, and it worked pretty well until we got to this point over here, and you can see this loss of minus £23.76. And before this trade was taken, I was about 50 to 55 pounds in profit. So I made 10% return in just under 2 months of trading these various types of strategies. And I thought we were inside a good place. Things were working well, and I was quite happy with it. And I was going to do a video on that to show about the 10% return. But then I took a trade, and then this happened, and I probably should have shown you the video then and there. But like I said, I wanted to be transparent with everything that happens on this particular account. And what happened was, it opened the fifth trade at the fourth trade at 0.08 lots, and then it went again to try to open the fifth trade at 0.16 lots. And what happened is I ran out of margin on the account, so the account couldn't take the trade. So the EA was trying to take this trade, but it couldn't. And as you can see, it attempted a number of times before I realized what had happened. And then I decided just to close out the 0.08 lot trade at a loss. So I pretty much wiped out most of my half of my profits. I was around 4.5 to 5% up. So then I continued trading on that piece, and then what happened is, as you'll see in a second, I got to this section over here of another minus £26. So as you can see here, that on the Euro GBP, it tried to, again, I got into trouble on this. EA started ranging, it opened four trades, and then it tried to open the fifth trade, and again I ran out of margin. So what I had to do is close out that trade at a loss. So again, during this method, there was twice where it had to get to the fifth trade. So again, I've gone back and looked at those kind of trades to see what the situation was, but there wasn't anything. Okay, it was at 3 o'clock in the morning and things like that. So it was just just the way sometimes it rocks with this particular strategy and the way I was trading it. So again, it wiped out pretty much most of the 5% profit that I made originally, and I was pretty much £1 to £2 up inside the account. So pretty much wiped out all my profits that I did over the last couple of months, which again was, a bit annoying, because I thought we were inside a good place on that one. So I kind of took a break on the account to kind of focus on other things, and then I did the video on the RSI MTF EA, and I thought to myself, why not test out these new optimized settings on this particular account. So last week overall it took 3 trades. The first one went out in profit. The second one had to open 2 trades, overall 3 trades, but two cycles, so to speak, which both closed out in profit around £2.50 to £2.71 profit. So when you minus the 10 from the £7.88, it works out around £2.50, £2.60. So we are now at an overall balance of £513.91, which is just over 2% return. Which again, considering where we were back at 550 and losing pretty much all of that £550 profit to now be at 513, we're not in a bad place. Most traders lose money, but we're still in a profitable stage. I like to be a bit ahead of where we are at the moment. But again, I'm trading strategies here that are not brand new to me. I've traded them before, but you could argue it's a lot more riskier strategy. So the reason I'm going for the higher risk is because with a £500 account, you're not going to retire anytime soon. So you have to put some risk into it to kind of grow those accounts. And I don't grow accounts by 10, 20, 100% in like a week as some YouTubers do on there, because I just don't think they're sustainable. And in the long term, you will end up blowing your account. So let me just quickly show you those trades so you can kind of see what the situation is. And again, I'll link to the previous video in the description as well, so you guys can check that one out if you guys are new. So what the RSI MTF EA does, it looks for when price gets overbought or oversold just on the 1 hour time frame. So when it's above 70 or below 30, it waits for the RSI to come out of those areas, and then it will take a trade looking to capture 5 pips to make 0.5% profit of whatever your account balance is. So it's looking to make £2.50, because again they've got a just over £500 account. If you take 0.5%, it's just over £2.50 per trade, which you saw is around £2.71 for that particular area. So the first trade it took, so this signal I didn't have the EA loaded. The first signal it took over here, I don't think you can see that because it's in yellow. So we got the signal there. This was the bar where it came out of overbought territory. So it took the trade at the open of this bar, and the overall bar made 12 pips, and I was only looking at 5 plus spread. And one of the reasons why in my back testing it works so well on the Euro USD is because it's the paired with the tighter spreads, and I'm only trying to look to make 5 pips here. So I need where the actual I'm trying to say where the spread is the lowest of most of the time on the Euro USD, it's less than 1 pip. So either way, even if it did go against me, it made a lovely move anyway. And that's one thing. The next phase of this EA is trying to look at is obviously it made a very big move. So how can I capture 0.5% over 5 pips to make 70 pips? That is one massive move. So that's something I'm trying to look at over here. Even over here, even if I did take this trade, I would have opened the trade here, it would have gone against me by there, but then it made a 50 60 point move. So at 0.5% for each of 5 pips, that is some significant percentage gain on one trade. So again, it's just trying to work out how we can capitalize on that information. So the second cycle trade, as I like to call it, again we got oversold over here. It came up to here, opened the trade, and literally only made I don't know, 2-3 pips, and then started to go against me. So went against me, you know, by quite a lot of pips, by 85 pips against me, and then it became oversold again, came up over here, took the trade, and then it aggregately got me out here at plus 5 pips at 0.5% on both of them. So it kind of, you know, took the aggregate and hedged out the trade for me in a profit. And as you can see, after that, it's pretty much just ranged after that, with nothing else really going on. So again, only took 2 trades. Both trades were in profit. Made 1% in the account, which is great. And I'm not planning on changing anything. Part of me is thinking, just to make it a bit more interesting, is to up the percentage to 1%. But at this point, I'm just going to leave it the way it is, and just see how we get on. And I don't plan on doing anything different with this particular strategy. But overall, so far so good. Took 2 trades, well, 2 cycles, 3 trades overall. Ended up in overall profit and gained 1% on the account. And you know, again, if you look at it from, if you've got 500 to 1,000 or 10,000, you know, 1% starts adding up to a sizable amount of money. And you guys have sent me some various back tests of, you know, your own optimized settings, and you guys are starting to trade this now on demo, and some of you pushing on to live. Please make sure that, you know, you guys are testing this out on demo. There is no stop loss on this account, so every trade you go into can potentially blow it. So just please bear that in mind. So, you know, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll put on now the RSI MTF EA journal I did back then. If you're still brand new to this, so you guys can check that out. It goes through the trading strategy, how it works, the EA optimized settings, and all that kind of good stuff in there. So check out that video now, and I shall see you guys shortly.